Really my pleasure to introduce to you my friend and our next state attorney, Jay Plotkin.
Thank you, Bill. You are a true friend, and more importantly, you are a true community trustee, and it honors me to have you introduce me. If we could get to Tallahassee and do a little bit more work, we might reach that budget at Rocketown. First, I would like to sincerely thank each and every one of you for being here today. This is an exciting day for me and for my family. Just allow me one more time, if you will, to introduce my family. My lovely wife, Cheryl, my oldest daughter, Sarah, my middle daughter, Shayna, and my son, Joe. With their support and the support of the many extended family members and friends that are here today, we are about to begin an exciting journey. I cannot even begin to think about the step that I am beginning today without each and every one of you supporting me, and I thank you very much. I have been an assistant state attorney for over 20 years. And for the past 8 years, I have served as your chief assistant state attorney. I am proud to announce today that I am running as a Republican for the office of the state attorney for the 4th Judicial Circuit, the state attorney for Clay County, Duval County, and Nassau County. I look forward to serving the people of each and every one of these communities in the 4th Circuit. I am moved by the support that I have received, and I am thankful for the outstanding members of our community who have stepped forward to support me. I have spent a career preparing for this moment, and I am running for state attorney because I know I am the most qualified person for this position. As your chief assistant state attorney, I am the only candidate with experience in prosecuting serious criminal cases while simultaneously managing every aspect of the state attorney's office. As your next state attorney, I plan to continue the legacy of tough prosecution and service to the community created by Ed Austin and Harry Shorstein. As Bill said, I have personally prosecuted many of the 4th Judicial Circuit's most notorious cases, including Joshua Phillips, convicted of murdering 8-year-old Maddie Clifton. I prosecuted Donald Bradley, who was sentenced to death, and Linda Jones, convicted in Clay County for the brutal murder of Miss Jones' husband. Michael Lamb, convicted of the attempted murder of a police officer who was doing his duty responding to a robbery call. I prosecuted and convicted Anthony Oyibo. Mr. Oyibo killed his infant son. He kidnapped a second child in Jacksonville's first Amber Alert case. And most recently, I successfully prosecuted Michael Jackson, convicted of abducting Carol and Reggie Sumner from their home and murdering them. As your state attorney, I promise I will continue to prosecute personally the most important and significant cases in our circuit. The 4th Judicial Circuit incarcerates habitual and violent offenders at one of the highest rates in the state. As state attorney, I will work with our police officers, our chiefs, our sheriffs to aggressively investigate and prosecute repeat and violent offenders. There is nothing more important to the community and nothing more important for the young prosecutors in our office to see the state attorney personally handling these serious matters. I want to thank the officers from local law enforcement that are here today, as well as the many who could not make it but have encouraged me to seek this position. I have proven my ability to meet the challenges a growing community like ours presents to law enforcement. In 1993, we were faced with an unprecedented increase in juvenile crime. State Attorney Harry Shorstein created a new position and named me the Director of the Juvenile Justice Division. In this position, I have attacked the issue through tough prosecution of habitual and violent offenders. I instituted early intervention programs resulting in significant decreases in juvenile crime and reductions in the number of citizens victimized by these criminals. Today, the program that I lead is recognized as the most comprehensive and the most innovative juvenile prosecution program in the entire country. And it serves as a model for other communities. I want to thank Mr. Shorstein for giving me the opportunity to make a difference. I am honored by his support, and I appreciate you being here today. An effective state attorney must be a leader whose integrity and judgment are beyond reproach. An effective state attorney must be an excellent trial attorney as well as an effective administrator. As Chief Assistant State Attorney, I managed the office's $24 million budget and supervised 100 attorneys and 350 support staff in Clay, Duval, and Nassau counties, essentially managing the largest law firm in Northeast Florida. My commitment to this community, where I was born and have chosen to raise my children, goes beyond the office. I am particularly proud of being a mentor with Take Stock in Children for the past 7 years. I make it a point to speak to children throughout our community on a regular basis about the risks of delinquent behavior. I know that our comprehensive juvenile programs are making a difference. And as your state attorney, I will continue to emphasize the prosecution and, most importantly, the prevention of juvenile crime. I want to especially recognize Glenn and Margaret Mitchell. Many of you may recall that Glenn and Margaret lost their son Jeff to a tragic murder at a local high school. I've had the privilege of working with Glenn and Margaret to create and implement the Turning Point Rethinking Violence program. This is a program that was recently featured in an editorial in the Florida Times-Union. Turning Point takes young offenders and gives them an opportunity to see firsthand the devastating impact of violence in our community. These young offenders visit the morgue. They spend time with incarcerated juveniles. Significantly, they hear from family members, such as the Mitchells, who have lost family members to tragic violence. And most significantly, they spend time with mental health professionals at Shands Hospital, learning how to control their violence, learning how to stay away from delinquent behavior. I know that programs such as Turning Point are reducing violence in our community. I am an active member of our community. I'm proud of my leadership roles in Leadership Jacksonville, United Way of Northeast Florida, Communities and Schools, the Jacksonville Housing Authority. I am the only candidate qualified to be your state attorney, and I ask for your support on August 26, 2008. Thank you very much. If there are any members of the media that have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer the questions you may have. Did I say it all? Once again, thank you very much for your support, and thank you for your continuing support. Together, we will make this happen. Thank you.